In April 2025, Meta launched Llama 4, its most advanced large language model yet. But this wasn't just a model drop. It was a calculated political pivot. On the same day Meta introduced Llama 4, the company announced it was walking back its internal DEI goals and replacing them with a new commitment to what it called viewpoint diversity. In plain terms, that meant rebranding efforts to filter hate speech and disinformation as bias, and signaling that future models would allow for a wider, less filtered range of responses. That may sound like a noble defense of free expression, but the backlash was immediate. Let's walk through 5 ways Meta's anti-woke AI strategy could backfire, and why every tech leader should be paying close attention. Regulatory backlash. Just days after Llama 4's release, European privacy regulators began probing Meta's AI data practices. The issue? Allegations that Meta used Facebook and Instagram user data, including private messages, photos, and voice memos, to train its AI models. That would likely violate GDPR requirements for user consent, purpose limitation, and data minimization. France's CNIL launched a formal investigation. Ireland's Data Protection Commission said it had serious concerns, and Germany's BFDI called Meta's AI strategy legally unsustainable. Meta tried to get ahead of this by releasing a transparency white paper, but it didn't explain what data was used or how consent was obtained, only that some information was publicly available. In the eyes of regulators, that's not enough. And in the current climate of AI scrutiny, this controversy could trigger years of legal and reputational risk. Trust erosion. Trust is the foundation of AI adoption. When users interact with a chatbot, they want to believe the answers are neutral, evidence-based, and fair. Meta's new alignment strategy reframes neutrality itself as a political stance. Instead of building for safety and fairness, Meta now says it wants models that reflect a wider range of views. That includes deliberately allowing responses that might otherwise be flagged as harmful or misleading. For many users, that crosses a line. A model that permits racism under the banner of viewpoint diversity isn't neutral, it's dangerous. This reframing has triggered a broader debate about whether big tech is retreating from its ethical responsibilities or simply responding to political pressure. Either way, it risks undermining confidence in the reliability of generative AI tools. Talent exodus. Behind the scenes, Meta's AI team has been bleeding top talent. Since 2023, Meta has lost more than a dozen leading AI researchers, including veterans from its fundamental AI research FAIR lab. Some went to rivals like OpenAI, but others joined upstart open-source labs like Mistral and Cohere, teams that publicly embrace open science, model safety, and democratic oversight. Why the departure? Many cited frustration with Meta's ideological shift. Some saw the new alignment strategy as a betrayal of scientific principles. Others were alarmed by the pressure to reframe technical constraints as political talking points. In interviews and blog posts, former researchers said they felt muzzled, undermined, or ethically compromised. In AI development, where top researchers are scarce and influence is global, those losses matter. Meta's credibility as a science-driven innovator is being replaced by a reputation for ideological whiplash. Developer Backlash. Meta once had a strong relationship with the open-source AI community. Its earlier models, Llama 2 and Code Llama, were celebrated for their transparency and permissive licensing. But Llama 4 came with a surprise: tighter usage restrictions that limit commercial deployment, benchmarking, and even public performance disclosures. These restrictions led critics to label it pseudo-open-source, open in name, closed in practice. Combined with Meta's anti-DEI stance, this alienated many developers who had previously championed the company's work. In forums, GitHub repos and Twitter threads, once loyal contributors, called the new license manipulative, dishonest, and anti-community. Meta not only risked losing developer goodwill, it may have handed an opportunity to open-source rivals who now appear more authentic and values-aligned. Brand risk and long-term consequences. Meta has always been polarizing. But by reframing its AI strategy as a rejection of wokeness, the company may be gambling with its long-term reputation. While some pundits and political figures praise the move, enterprise clients, academic partners, and international regulators have shown concern or outright skepticism. Already, multiple institutions have paused or reassessed their collaboration with Meta on research and safety initiatives. And unlike past controversies, this one involves AI, a domain where global standards are still evolving and public trust is fragile. By politicizing AI alignment, Meta may have triggered scrutiny that extends far beyond its product suite. This isn't just a PR misstep, it's a strategic risk that could reshape how Meta is viewed across markets, sectors, and societies. Lessons for tech leaders. So what should we take from this? First, ethics isn't about politics. It's about consistency, accountability, and evidence. If you frame one ideology as bias and another as freedom, you're not solving anything. You're just shifting the problem. Second, trust your team. If your top researchers are walking out, it's not a messaging issue. It's a mission issue. Third, be honest about what open source means. Developers can tell when you're hedging, and once you lose their trust, it's hard to win it back. Finally, remember, public trust is your most valuable asset. You can't buy it. You can only earn it, day by day, decision by decision. And if you're watching this because you care about AI transparency, tech ethics, and cybersecurity, you're not alone. Like and subscribe for more AI content.